Welcome. Guys, today we're going to talk about the mental approach to a shot, and we're going to go into how I approach a shot personally for my mental game. And these sort of strategies you can see in the best players of the world, the most famous being Tiger Woods. Being able to come in, step over a shot and ignore the crowd and all the distractions going on. These tips will help you achieve something similar. Look, most people think being mentally strong on the golf course is being like a robot, emotionally plain, no emotion on the golf course whatsoever. But I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. Having a strong mental game and a strong mental approach to every shot goes miles in reducing mental and social and emotional fatigue in a round of golf, produces better quality shots, and allows you to enjoy your golf more. I'm going to tell you my mental pre-shot routine, how it works into my usual pre-shot routine, why it's so important, and how it benefits me. My name's Ben. I've been a scratch golfer for about 5 to 10 years, and I'm dedicated to helping you improve your game. A good pre-shot routine is absolutely necessary if you want to play any remotely sort of good golf. There are so many variables out in the golf course, so many variables within you that can change on the day and how the ball comes out. Same shot, different swing, different feelings. You need a pre-shot routine to bring the consistency. My pre-shot routine is to first look at the hole, decide what shot shape I'm going to hit. If it's a fade, I'm teeing up over on the right. If it's a draw, I'm teeing more up on the left. If it's the middle straight, I'm teeing up in the middle. The next part of my routine is to pick a start line somewhere in front of the ball, an intermediate target. Come in, step the club down, step my feet off that, align my body to the ball, and be ready to pull the trigger with straight shoulders, hips, parallel to the target. And I went over this in another video as well. Before setting up to the golf ball, you need to plan your shot. If it's a fade, think about where the ball is going to start. Is it going to trim that tree? How much is it going to fade in the air? Once it hits the ground, what's it going to do? If you're hitting an approach shot into the green, is it going to come in low, hard and spinny? Is it not going to go above those trees? Once it lands, how's it going to react in the green? Is it going to put the brakes on and spin around to the right? Is it going to stop dead? Is it going to rip back? All of these little details are vital for you to think about and visualize before you hit this shot. I have a rule with my driver especially that 90% of the time I'm working it from one way or the other, either a draw or a fade. Standing over the shot saying I'll just hit it down there is the worst thing you can do. Thinking about every little intricacy of the shot, about which blade of grass is it going to start over, all the way down to what's the flight going to look like, the height and where it lands, brings in the concept of aim small, miss small. So you might have a big wide fairway out in front of you, but if you're saying I'm honing in on that telegraph pole down there, that's where I want the ball to finish, and I want it to start on the tree, work towards the telegraph pole, land about in the shadow of the tree on the fairway. You're focusing on that so intently that even if you miss it, it might feel like a big miss, but in reality, the ball, there's a lot of fairway on the right-hand side of that target. Even if I overwork it, it's fine, but I'm not thinking about that. I'm only thinking about specific small targets and exactly the flight and the shot I want to hit. Sometimes I play around a golf with my mate and I'll hit a shot and it might finish okay next to the hole, but I won't be happy with it. And he'll be like, what's wrong? You hit that shot so well, like it came out. It's next to the hole. What are you complaining about? And I think you see this a lot with scratch golfers. They hit a shot and they think, that's rubbish. And that ends up about 8 foot from the pin. People say, look at them and they go, what do you mean? It's because they're not hitting the ball how they intend to hit it. Sure, it comes out and ends up okay, but that's luck. The reason that they're upset with that shot is not because they're scratch and they think it should be better. It's because they're not hitting the ball exactly how they imagined to hit it. And sometimes that's a long way away and it feels like a big miss. It's the equivalent of wanting to hit it down the middle and slicing it into the bush on the right. It feels huge, but in reality it reduces your miss down very, very small, and that's one of the best ways to get around how good is your bad shot. The third thing I want to talk to you about is the bubble. Golf is a very social sport, but the bubble helps with this. It's really hard. When I played as a junior, it didn't make any sense to me why the guys playing golf would talk about footy as they went around. I'm like, how can you not be focused on the game of golf? Don't you want to score well? And I would be 100% focused. I hit the ball, and straight away, as I was putting my club away, I'd be thinking about the next shot and just really intently thinking about what I wanted to do. And by the end of the round, I was mentally so fatigued and it was so hard. And I thought that's how you had to do it. I went and got psychology training from a sports psychologist, and he introduced me to this concept of there's a bubble. Imagine a circle around your ball, and that's your bubble where it's time to switch on. And this made a world of difference to me because it meant I could go and talk about, I understand it now, you can talk about things that aren't related to the golf game. Golf is not everything. Talk about anything else. It's actually a good thing. But when you get into your bubble around the ball, it's time to switch on. I've taken this to the extreme where someone is talking to me mid-conversation, but I've walked into my bubble and I'm just blocking them off mentally. I'm just ignoring them. And it feels terrible the first few times you do it. So you kind of got to finish the conversation and then walk into your bubble. But as soon as you walk into that circle, walls are up. It's time for you to focus 100% on the shot. And inside this bubble, you are allowed to do anything you want. Talk to yourself. Talk yourself into the shot. Hit the shot. React to the shot in the bubble. Man, that was terrible. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. Next time I'm going to work on doing this with the shot. Okay, pick up your tee, walk out of the bubble. Yeah, so that Tigers game on the weekend was crazy. So you leave it in the bubble as you walk out, and that's just as important. Let's see what this looks like in action. I'm here on this huge par 5. If I hit driver, I've got a nice sort of medium iron into the green. So I come behind the ball. I'm going to line it up with this divot on the tee box, which I'm going to fix. Someone else didn't before. And I want to hit a little bit of a fade over that tree back to the telegraph pole. So I'll just work in my swing, a bit of a fade feel. Once I'm happy, now is when I'm walking into my bubble. Okay, slightly overworked that a little bit in the right rough. That feels like a bad miss, but once again, I've missed my target, but it's still very playable. I'm out of my bubble now. I'm ready to talk about anything else other than golf. Ready to move on to the next shot. Guys, give this strategy a go next time you go out. It's amazing how strong and powerful this can be. I've had things happening in the background. I've had people telling me to stop mid-backswing, but because I'm just committed in my bubble, I hit the quality shot that I want to hit anyway. Nothing can stop me when I'm in there, only myself. And it's okay to walk in, walk back out of the bubble if it just doesn't feel right, but make it your safe zone. Have a planning space behind the ball and an execution space around the ball. When you're in that execution space, don't let anything deter you from fully committing to your shot. Give that a go next time you play. Let me know in the comments how it goes. If you found this useful, subscribe for more tips. Play well.